Good morning, dear students and teachers. Today we talk about project. One part of project is testing. Before my colleagues talk about another parts of project. This is maybe design, implementation, documentation and another. Today I talk about testing. You know, all students who choose the computer science in 11 and 12 grades, they students do the project. Project can be some software, maybe in some program language, maybe a website, maybe another program. And today I talk about how we can testing project, how we can write about it, how we can show documentation, and how we can test and show results. Okay. In this lesson we have next learning objectives. First is predict expected result from different input data to determine the quality of software code. Second learning objectives is choose test data which shows that the system performs properly for data which has normal values, valid but extreme values and invalid values. And third learning objective is describe types of errors in programs that can be syntax, logic and runtime errors, and understand how and when this may be detected. Okay, and this all materials I take from based on material from AQA Computing A2. You know, before we talk about it, when we teach, we use these two books from Cambridge Education System. This is AQA Computing A2 and AQA AS. Okay, today's lesson stage from next parts. First, purpose of testing. Second, choose a test strategies. Write a test plan. Choose test data. Test the developed system. Deal with bugs. Writing up the testing phase. The purpose of testing. The purpose of program testing is to discover any errors that might be present in a program. Testing a program can never prove the correctness of the program. It can only reveal the extent of errors. According to Extra Dijkstra, program testing can be used to show the presence of bugs, but never to show their absence. It is impossible to test any application exhaustively, but you must set about it systematically so that as many potential problems as possible can be located and put right. When all the parts of the system have been tested, the system as a whole also needs to be tested to ensure the integration of the part has been successful. Okay, after you create a program, you must test this program. You have any types of testing. You must know how your program is work, correct or not correct. Maybe you must change some models and functions in your program and another. You can use next different testing strategies. During the design phase, you should identify suitable testing strategies that you are going to use. Bottom-up testing, top-down testing, mixed level testing, dry running, white box testing, black box testing, unit testing, integrations testing, system testing, alpha and beta testings. Okay. First is a bottom-up testing. When we create the program in computer, some software, we use buttons. Button can be used in some software, maybe it used in any websites and another application. First, bottom-up testing must every software and websites and applications. Bottom-up testing is the system is developed from the bottom up and the lowest level modules are tested first. If this is your method of development, this will be your method of testing. Second testing is a top-down testing. Top-down testing is also known as interface testing and step testing. In top-down testing, a skeleton of the complete system is tested. Modules and written steps to that interface calling can be tested. The testing starts with the top module and works downwards as more and more modules are added. Each new module is initially created without the actual code its body should contain. Instead, a step of code is written into the body so that the calling of the module can be tested. This type of testing should be used with top-down design and implementation. Next type of testing, mixed level testing. Testing some low-level modules while doing some interface testing may have advantage over both of the above strategies. It is reliability that the whole system is implemented in a strict top-down or bottom-up approach. Different approaches are often taken for different parts of the system. This suggests a mixed level approach to testing. Next testing is dry running. Dry running is sometimes called walkthrough, tracing or desk checking. Code is read those and checked by hand. A trace table is completed to check the values of variables and every stage of execution. Desk checking can reveal possible cause for errors. Is every variable declared and installed? Are every subscripts always within range? Will every loop terminate? What happened the first time or last time throws the loop? Check each division to see if it's possible to divide by 0. Check all expressions and check that precedence rules are followed. Are all Boolean expressions correct? Are parameters supplied in the correct order? Is the end of file checked before and during file reading? White box testing. White box testing testing is also known as structural testing. Tests are derived from the knowledge of the program code. Test cases are devices that execute every possible row of the code. In this way, each logical path through the code is tested. In figure 1, show an example. To test every possible path, test data need to be designed to test the following routes. Those the system A, B. The testing strategy is generally used for individual code modules. Black box testing, next type of testing. Black box testing is also known as act functionality testing. The tests are derived from the program specification. Test cases are devices that test the program with inputs. The corresponding output produced by a program are examined for correctness. The actual code contained and the program is kept hidden. This type of testing can also be used to the interface to a module, and this testing strategy is usually developed for system testing. This type of testing is more hard than the button testing. Unit testing. If you use any procedures and functions in your software application or websites, you must use unit testing. A system is rarely built in one go. Instead, it is broken down in its continuing parts. For the software part of a system, this means separate programs. The separate programs are broken down into separately compiled modules, which can be linked by a linker. And these modules are broken down into smaller modules called procedures or functions. Unit testing is about testing these components. You should do this as you write procedures and functions. Integration testing. Integration testing takes place when the modules of a system are put together. It tests that separately developed modules work together as planned without errors. The integration is usually done incrementally. Two modules are combined and tested together. When the tests do not show up any errors, the next module is added to the two. When the tests do not show up any errors, the next module is added to these three, and so on, until all modules have been integrated. And we have last three testing types. This is first is system testing. The entire system is tested to check that it is working correctly. This is done with reference to the original specification. Black box testing is the most suitable approach for system testing. And alpha testing. This is the final testing stage carried out in-house. Beta testing. The software is released to potential users who will use it with real data and reports errors to the developers. Okay. Before that we talk about type of testing. Now we talk about how we can write a test plan. And this example from EQA Computing A2 books. And you can use this table. Table 1 is an example of outline test plan. You should produce an outline test plan with test cases, C choice, and test data below during the design stage. Okay, you can write test series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and another if you have and the purpose of test series. How to write a test plan. This second part of how to write test plan. This outline plan needs to be expanded into a detailed test plan. The first 5 columns of this test plan should largely be completed during the design phase. Table 2 is part of the detailed test plan. Table 2 is some parts, and you can create this table. Table have it had test series and numbers, purpose, description, test data, expected results, actual results, evidence in appendix. Dealing with bugs. Use built-in debugging facilities. Another way is to deduce of the errors from the test cases that produce correct results and the test cases that produce incorrect results. Dry running the suspect part of your code is sometimes the only way to find the error. When a bug has been found and corrected, the test cases have to be run those again. Often changing code in one part of the program to correct a mistake can have unwanted side effect elsewhere. Writing up the testing phase. Here are some charges heading for writing up the testing. First, test plan. Second, test data, test evaluation, evidence of testing, refer to appendix, cross-reference to test plan, and fifth, evidence of normal working of your system, also refer to the user manual. Okay, if you create a website, when we create the website, our students create website, we use next plan. Testing of website. First, draw up a test plan that will test all aspects of your solution. Second, create a testing table that will show the outcomes of your testing. Minimum we must write about 12 tests. Express the result for valid, invalid, and extreme boundary data where appropriate. And third, include screenshot evidence in the testing table, cross-reference to the test plan. Okay, when you create test plan for testing website, we create table, and the table we can write about what testing name, how to results of this testing. Okay, test strategy. You need to plan. This is only for who create websites. You need to plan what testing you are going to carry out as different types. Functional testing, each function and as it developed using normal, around, or boundary. Navigation testing, each making sure hyperlinks or macros work using test data, clicking on mouse. And number 3, system testing, system work as a whole. And number 4, user testing, allows the user to give feedback that the system works appropriately to their needs. Okay, test data. When we do testing, results can be one of 3 types. It's important to specify what data is going to be tested. There are 3 types of test data. First, valid. It's mean everything should work and right away. Second, invalid. Central errors should be alerted. And number 3, extreme, boundary, unexpected action. For example, you can, for example, for test data, valid, invalid, extreme, you can use sometimes maybe if you use Boolean variables, you can use true, you can show results true, false, and only these two variables. And another results must be extreme or boundary. Okay. And now in this table, I want to show you example from some students' work. As test number 6, database connection. Type of the testing is database connection. Valid checks the data. Valid checks the data download from database. Invalid delete data from database and check on the website. And extreme change password in database. Okay, is data download successfully is the result. Central error is shown. Central error is shown. Okay, and you have result pass. And number column number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 we have cross-reference link for screenshots and the T6.1, T6.2, T6.3. Test plan. Test plan need to include tests that ensure output is 100% accurate, output is clear, data input is validated, printed out is as expected, solution meets client requirements, solution is user-friendly. And what should the test plan show? This test plan show for people who check your project and who use your software. First is validity of data input, accuracy of the output, presentation of the output, that the solution meets the client requirements, what the solution is usable by the end user, and prepares to the test data to be used with the expected results. And one example from students' work is a test plan example. Head of this table is column number 1 called test number, second description, third data types, fourth expected results, fifth pass or fail, and reference on evidence. We have link or maybe just name of this part. Test number 1, check if website is available. Okay, data type valid. Insert address in browse. You put name of your website in browser, and then this work. If this work, then you write expected results in a column called expected results. Address goes to right web page, and this test is pass. Okay. Testing against the website plan. Your test plan should include testing the page offline, uploading page and image to the internet, testing the web page online. You are not just testing hyperlinks. Pages are readable. All images are present. Images are not pixelated. Load time are acceptable. Any rollovers work, that a user can edit details, etc. Okay, Example, offline test and online test. Offline test. Test name, expected outcome. First is all text is readable. Expected outcome, text is big enough to read. Second, check that all mouse overs work. Every image gets darker when the cursor moves over it. And the online test expected. First, test that all hyperlinks work. Result, all hyperlinks work okay. And second, user testing with Jody. Result, user able to edit page. Okay. This is an example from students' work. Before I show you, this is a test number 1. Is the web page link is worked? Right, when you put your website's name in a browser, push enter, and if your website is down show in web browsers, this test is pass. Okay, number of screenshots must be cross like name of test. If test name 1.1, you must write evidence in T1.1. Okay, test evidence example from students. T2.1, index PHP, about PHP, media PHP, contact PHP, feedback PHP, services PHP, booking PHP is if all this page work, you must write all this page are working. If not some page working, you must do something for this page is working, because you must give your project, your website or your software for end user or client. And summary. Designing a test strategy is necessary. Choosing the right type of data, testing validation rules, involving other users in the testing is useful, documenting test result, and corrective action is necessary. Okay, next. Okay, students and teachers, today we talk about one part of the project. When you create project like some software, websites or application, you must one of part of your work is testing. Testing is no big one, is some easy, I think easy for create. And when you do testing, you can use any type of testing. This is if you do website, you do some testings. If you do software, you do some testings. And I want to say thank you for your attention. Назарларыңызға рахмет. You can view the material on the site http://moodle/niche.edu.kz, or if you have some question or you wanna take some materials, you can write me a message by my email Kanapov kt@niche.edu.kz. Thank you, goodbye.